Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Welcome back if you're returning. It's your girl Fiery Moon, and I'm here to do a general reading. This is going to be a set spread. I've done this, I think this is maybe the third time that I've done it. And the spread is called The Interview with the Ego. It's an 8-card spread that has, set questions or statements in regards to, the interview with your ego. So as always, take what resonates and leave the rest. Know that the energy can be vice versa or interchangeable, and that time as well as the energy is fluid. If it's not yours, don't take it. I'm going to be starting out with the Prism Oracle just to see, the energy that's around you right now. I'll then be doing this spread with the Chinese Tarot. And then the guidance or advice is going to come from the Self-Love Oracle deck. So with that being said, we're going to jump right in. I know it always sounds, so repetitive, but there's a lot of throat chakra energy going on right now. All day, my throat chakra has just been like literally acting up. We are still in Mercury retrograde. That started out in Gemini, but it has moved into Taurus. We do have an Aries stellium going on right now with the Moon, Venus, Mars, and Jupiter. So it's almost like I'm feeling it both ways. I'm feeling it as if like there's some like aggressive communication, coming out, as well as going towards you or coming towards you. But I also feel like there's a repression that's festering in regards to like something that you want to say or someone may want to say to you, but I feel like it's being held back. We did have Mars move into Aries, so that is that energy of, passion, power, aggression, energy that, we are just getting into. So, especially with the Moon, Venus is in the late degrees of Aries, Jupiter is still pretty early in Aries. With the Moon, I believe by tomorrow it will have moved into Taurus, but it's still just like a lot of very heightened energy. So just be mindful. We're gonna see, what's going on around you. I just seen the what is it called? What is it called in this deck? What is it called? Movement? I can't remember what it's called in this deck. I just seen a peek of it, but we're just going to see what the energy is like around you, and then we'll jump into the spread. So what's the current energy around the collective right now? What's the current energy around the collective right now? I'm just hearing anger. So some of you, just be careful and be mindful of how you're channeling this energy. I'm going to do one more. Alright, so bottom of the deck we have cleanse, which is, it's water energy. And when I seen this card, I just heard like, be calm and be still. This is also giving me the energy of, like I said, like something needing to be released, whether it's something verbally, something emotionally. With the Moon in Aries, it is like almost like a charge to your emotions that may be happening right now. What's up under it? Yeah, it could be in regards to, something, of the heart for some of you with the sweetness card. And then up under that, we have death and surrender. So yeah, this is making me feel like, especially with the death card here, like something needs to be let go. There needs to be some type of change, because death represents change and transformation. It is Scorpio energy, which can be like, it's that Mars energy as well, because Mars and Aries both share, or excuse me, Scorpio and Aries both share Mars as their ruler. So like I said, it's like that emotional charged energy that I'm feeling. But the cards are saying like surrender. For some of you, it's could even be like I'm seeing the Three of Swords with this pain card, like a separation, a breakup, some type of a loss that you may be feeling. And what I'm getting is like, that's what's standing in the way of, like, I'm feeling it is like someone is in the energy of the negative side of Mars, needing, and or I'm not even gonna say needing, but trying to get to the positive side of Mars, which would be happy, jovial, vibrant, I'm hearing. And it's something that's passion. It's Mars is like fire and water energy, so it's something that is driven off of emotions, but it's almost like, I just feel like whatever it is, it needs to come out. But let's see. What's the energy surrounding the collective right now? Yeah, the stop card flipped over, but then it flipped back, and it's like resistance. Resistance. What's the energy surrounding the collective right now? Yeah. Growth. This almost makes me feel like the Ace of Pentacles. An opportunity is surrounding you. But with the frustration card at the bottom, ooh, and then there's that anger. Some of you are are holding on to this anger because, something that you're in currently, no matter what it is, a relationship, a job, it's not working out. And for some of you, I feel like you're over frustrating yourself. Almost to the point of depletion with the Hunger card. For some of you, I'm feeling like you may even be feeling like emotionally starved with the sadness and the Hunger card. Can I get one more? Some of you, I'm also getting like possibly could have, lost or missed an opportunity. But for others of you, we have the Abundance card here. Yeah, there's an opportunity around you. And it's something, tangible, something that you can touch. Yeah. I almost feel like it's looming over your head with the Happiness card. There could be like a fear of rejection, but it's almost like with the Peace card, you need to quiet your mind, because some of you, the fear of rejection is coming from the need to change or transform. Yeah, elevate with the Consciousness card. Give me one more. So what's the energy surrounding the collective? Oh, my heart. Comfort. Yes. And you know, like there's a meme that I know many of us have probably seen it. If not, I'll tell you what it says because I've seen it all over social media. But it says, you know, like it's two stick figures. One's head says growth, and one says comfort. And it's almost, and the way the meme is it's like basically they're sitting down at the table and like, we got to figure this out. um because you know, like it's said, you know, there is no growth in comfort. In order to grow, you're going to be made uncomfortable. But with this abundance card here, it makes me feel like that's the opportunity that's being presented for you. For some of you, you know, it's the opportunity to allow yourself to grow into this abundance, into this opportunity. But for others of you, I do feel like it's, you know, a battle. And then we have the flow card, which is confirmation that this is what's around you. Because remember, I said what's around the collective right now. And it's, you know, allowing this to flow to you, allowing yourself to get into the flow. So I like that. But let's get into this spread. This interview with the ego. Like I said, it's 8 questions. And we're gonna see what's going on with your ego currently. And this is not to say that, first of all, I'll say that egos are needed. They just need to be healthy. You know, so this is not to say ego is bad. It just needs to be balanced and healthy. So we're gonna see. And I'm hearing Taurus. Because Taurus, you know, it is that energy of, you know, it's luxury, it's comfort, it's, you know, abundance, it's, you know, beautiful things. But for some of you, with this being the energy that's around you and why we're doing this spread, the interview with the ego, some of you, it's your ego that's keeping you from this. Regardless of, you know, what it's telling you, because we do have the stop card. And I was just getting ready to say, like, it's telling you, like, this isn't real, you can't have this, you know, whatever. But it's like the cards are literally saying that. Stop and magic. Like, nope, you can't have it. That ain't real. You know, it's your ego that's blocking you. But this energy is going to help you, you know, with determination. It's going to highlight it because they're showing me the sun card. It's going to expose it. But it's also going to help you push through this anger so that you can release with the cleanse card. I love it. So I'm going to do one more and then we'll get into the spread. So bottom of the deck we have the Page of Cups, which, you know, is, they just, you know, stopped me from saying what I was gonna say, and I heard the true self. So, but it's coming from, you know, a very emotionally vulnerable spot. It, you know, it's water energy, so it's just like, you know, what I heard, the true self. It's who you know, who you really are. And with the Ten of Wands, some of you are like resisting it. I'm feeling like strong resistance off this Ten of Wands. And then we have the Five of Pentacles, which is like it's almost like you're working against yourself. It's like you're doing everything in your power to not have to step into this energy. But here's the Mars energy, the Emperor. An emperor has to show up. It's the energy of a leader. It's someone who takes action, takes charge, you know, leads other people. But some of you are like, no, nope. You want to look the part with the Page of Swords, but you don't want to actually be the part. But let's see. First question is, this is the card that represents your ego currently. So what's the current energy of the ego? The current energy of the ego. Too many. Look. The Devil card. You're attached. The current state of your ego literally is coming out as like it's toxic. Like it's not in a healthy place. It's very unhealthy right now. And some of you with the moon, you're trying to mask it, I'm hearing. But it could be, you know, an attachment. It could be addictions. It could be just, you know, it almost, you know, just feels like you're in a struggle. You're in a struggle, and hiding it with the moon, putting on a brave face with the Six of Wands. But it's all to keep you from being, one, who you are, and like vulnerability is coming up right now. So the second question is a lie that, or a statement is a lie that your ego tells you. What's the lie that the ego tells the collective? What's a lie that your ego tells you? We have the Empress. So for some of you, I'm getting this Empress, strongly as another person. Like you can't have this person, or you don't deserve this person. Male or female doesn't matter. But it also is giving me like an Empress in reverse energy of like someone who is, you know, kind of entitled, someone who just is like, it's almost giving me like a bratty energy, like everything is supposed to come to you, you don't have to do anything. But for some of you, if you're in group A, which is how I'll say it, where your ego is telling you like you don't deserve the best, you don't, you know, like you're not worthy of being your best self, it's because like emotionally you're guarded as the King of Cups. And normally the King of Cups holds his cup close to chest, but in this King of Cups, you see he has his hand out with the cup in it. It's, you know, saying like you need to just open up. For others of you, it's because you're like almost, if you're in group B, where I'm feeling like the Empress energy reverse, like that self-entitlement energy, it's because you lack emotional maturity. Next card is how your ego dictates your life. It keeps you trapped in fear with the Death card. Fear of change. Fear of, you know, I'm getting like independence, fear of lacking. It really just makes you feel like you're not enough for some of you. It keeps you in a constant cycle of fear. And also what I'm getting with this Nine of Pentacles is like there's a need to separate from that. Next question is, a way your ego influences you. So how does the ego influence you? How does your ego influence you? By the decisions that you make with the Lovers here. For some of you, it's the lack of making a decision, because the Lovers is also a card of choice. And if it's healthy, it can, bring in, or assist you with bringing in or influence you to go after the people, places, and things that, fulfill you on an emotional level. But for others of you, it causes you to overindulge, because the Nine of Cups could also be overindulgence. And that's tied to this devil energy. Why do you allow your ego so much power? Why do you allow your ego so much power? That's too many. Can I get less cards? I just heard because it feels good. I don't know who that's for, but why do you allow your ego so much power? I mean, I understand it, but like I always say, that feeling is fleeting. Yeah, and I was just, oh my God, thank you, Spirit. Because we got the Queen of Swords, and normally the Queen of Swords is, an energy, whether male or female, doesn't matter, but it's an energy of, discernment, placing boundaries. And it's the reason why you allow your ego so much power is because you don't know how to discern, like, almost that it's coming from a place of ego. We have the Two of Swords. Some of you don't even realize that that's where it's coming from. Alright, so the next question is an important lesson you must learn about your ego. Look at this. We got the Emperor and the Empress. This is crazy. But with the Emperor coming out, it's almost like the cards are saying, like, there's a way to use it the right way as this Emperor. There's balance that's needed. Like I said before we even started pulling the tarot cards, the ego needs to be healthy and it needs to be balanced. It's almost like you have to learn how to control it. You have to learn how to, almost tell your ego to take a back seat. Because for some of you with the Nine of Cups at the bottom, it's interfering with you actually being happy or emotionally satisfied for yourself. It's a block. It's a block. And with this Queen of Swords energy, it's almost like you need to harness this energy of the Queen of Swords and, cut ties with whatever this devil is. I think, like, this is going to be the only card that I clarify. Because it's almost like, and I say this often too, but I see it a lot, where you use your masculine and your feminine energy for the wrong things. It's like you try to exert force and make decisions. And I'm not saying that feminine energy doesn't make decisions, but normally for feminine energy, it comes by way of intuition. It's, air energy is masculine energy. And it's almost like you exert your feminine energy and you sit back in your masculine energy, where feminine energy is supposed to sit back and receive. Masculine energy is supposed to take initiative and lead. The next one, how can you gain control over your ego? So this is how we fix it. How do you gain control over your ego? How do you gain control over your ego? That's too many. Can I get less cards? How do you gain control over your ego? That was the Justice card. I tried to flip over. We have the Five of Pentacles. And the way that you can gain control over your ego is by letting go of a lack mentality. Letting go of trying to do and be everything. There's a way that you can, almost still do that, but it doesn't have to come from a place of ego. With the Five of Coins. Because you see how it's almost like they're showing me like a circus. Like, it's like you have to drop it because it's weighing you down. And then we have the Knight of Cups at the bottom, which is like, yeah, you have to drop it and you have to be okay with being vulnerable, and opening up. For some of you, you just don't, you're not allowing this energy. Here it is again. You're not allowing it to flow. Your ego is blocking you from what you want. And the last question is, or statement question, how your life will change once you gain control. So how will your life change once you gain control over your ego? That's too much. Too many. How will your life change? That was the Page of Swords and the Page of Wands, which was, you'll gain a new perspective and you'll be ready to, embark on, it's almost like a whole new journey. How will your life change once you gain control? You'll be able to move forward, get to more calmer waters, be more balanced with the Six of Swords. And you'll be headed towards where you're going, And for some of you, it's like you'll be making an investment in yourself with the Seven of Pentacles. But let's clarify this Devil, because that's the current state of your ego, which, that coming out is just not healthy. So, why is the Devil here for the current state of the ego? We have the Page of Pentacles. Can I get one more for the Devil? And the Ace of Cups. And what this is making me feel like is there is, like I said over here, I felt that Ace of Pentacles. And the Page of Pentacles holds the Ace of Pentacles. And coming out with the Ace of Cups, it's like, how can I word this? Like, you really just have to learn how to love yourself. Because the Page of Pentacles is an energy of, you know, a new perspective, learning something new. And for some of you, your ego is in this state because you need to learn how to love yourself. Let me get one more. Instead of, you know, fighting it. Like, I don't, you know, it always seems crazy to me. Like, people can, you know, show love to other people and want people to show them love back, but don't show love to themselves. Can I get one more for this devil? One more for the devil energy. Yep. The Page of Swords. There, that's that awareness. Yep. And then look, the King of Swords, baby. I love it. I love it. Because the King of Swords at the bottom is like the energy for, you know, like, how can I put this? Like, that King of Swords, you'll be maturing. Because like I said, for some of you, you're using this King of Swords in your masculine energy. Or the Queen of Swords, when it needs to be the King of Swords energy. I'm at a loss of words right now because this is crazy. But it's almost like you need to realize that, you know, it's more about, you know, using your discernment, but it's almost like you have to stand in your truth as this King of Swords, with it being at the bottom. And let go of the negative thoughts and holding on to emotional baggage with the Four of Cups. Because, you know, traditionally the Four of Cups is an energy of, you know, missing an opportunity. It's right here. And it's ultimately self-sabotage with the Seven of Swords. You end up, you know, sabotaging your own self. Alright, so we're going to get the guidance or advice, and then that's going to be the reading. What's the guidance or advice for the collective as it pertains to the interview with the ego? What's the guidance or advice? Last one. Yep, so the bottom of the deck we have the Soul Lesson Perception card. Yeah. It's all in, like, I know it's like when people say it, you know how they say it's easier said than done. I understand that, but there is like look, this card says the desire to know the true self. You can't make this up. You have to know that you are worthy, that you are powerful. But in order for you to truly know that, it's almost like, or be that, you have to know it for yourself and accept it and stand in it, and by any means necessary, walk, talk, and be it. Because then we have the soul lesson is surrender. Yeah, you don't surrender to the ego, you put the ego in its place. But when I say put it in this place, is getting it to a healthy level, not to the point where there's cockiness or arrogance behind it, but to the point where it's coming from a place of integrity and discipline and ultimately love. And then we have the I am who I am. I love it, y'all. You have to know it. It's a crown chakra card. So we have the crown chakra, the sacral chakra, and the third eye. And that's where a lot of this Mars energy derives from, is the sacral chakra. Because it's, it's our passion, it's our desires, it's our, it's that Aries and Scorpio energy to take action. But, there's positives and negatives to each sign and the energy behind it. But let's get one out. Can I get one for the guidance or advice? Oh, no, that's too many. Can I get less cards? Guidance or advice for the collective as it pertains to the energy and spread. Oh my God, I love it. We have the change card, which says miracle. And that's what we've been talking about this whole time. Like, the death card showed up twice. And it says, the truth is, you are everything. Yes. And what's at the bottom? We have the ritual, which is astrology, the aura chakra. And, I know for me personally, through astrology was how I, for some of you, you may need to look at your birth chart so that you can see how, what you're, ultimately, like, what you came down here to do. Like, it reveals that to you. So with that aura chakra card, some of you may need to, take up astrology. But I'm going to read this change card. It's a number 35 or 34, which is, a very spiritual number. And it says, miracles and change of perception. In this age of technology and communication, a change of perception can quickly create miracles. As we increasingly share our stories and experiences, we have the opportunity to celebrate and enjoy our differences. Ideally, as we go further into this time of profound change, we will view humanity as one race, one family, and we will celebrate this. Seeing yourself in another and upholding a compassionate, understanding viewpoint are key to soul growth and fulfillment. It is very common to be unaware that a limited or fixed point of view is being upheld. Habitual choices are often made without realizing the alternative. We all can have blind spots in our fields of perception. How you relate to everything affects all the aspects of your life. Health, wealth, and happiness. Opening up your perspective will affect how you relate to your life. It's the 3 points of view. In every relationship, practice perceiving the 3 points of view. Yours, the other person's, and the whole movie, quote unquote. Continue this practice as you improve. Continue this practice, and as you improve, you will be able to stretch your mind willingly to toggle between the 3 aspects of perception. Listen as if you know nothing at all, and respond to all situations as if you are the last person to enter the room. And then it says respond, don't react. And you know, I know it's going to be challenging, especially with this Mars energy, because I just keep, you know, with the last readings, 2 or 3 readings that I did, I kept getting that energy of being, you know, charged up. You know, you may, if it's not you specifically, there, you know, people around you or that you're energetically connected to is, you know, feeling this energy. And you know, Mars is home in Aries, and then we have the Aries stellium going on. So there's a lot of that passion, aggression, anger, excitement. It's a lot of that going on right now. So like the only thing you can do is be mindful. It is going to be challenging, because I can say with the day that I've had today, I, you know, had to, you know, take a couple timeouts and just count to 5. But, you know, I didn't let it outweigh me. You know, and sometimes you just have to do that. But, you know, don't let your ego win. Is basically, you know, what this is about. You have to, you know, like I said, put it in its place. Because often, you know, what people don't realize is your ego can get you into situations, or you moving out of ego can put you into situations where, you know, when you really need it, it won't be there. If it's not in a healthy, balanced state, it'll put you into, you know, fight or flight mode. But it got you, you know, it put you in that situation to begin with. So, you know, like I always say, just be mindful. And, you know, look at things from, just like the card said, from the 3 perspectives, or just look at things from all angles. Don't get so fixated on one angle of things. Because like I said, when you're focused or fixated on one certain thing, the other areas of your life, you can be blindsided. We all have blind spots. So as always, I thank you guys for tuning in with me. Sending you all love and light, and I will see you on the next reading. All right, later.